Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Wright. Yes, I'm writing here. Lucky Gold is the name of the title, and we're on chapter whatever. Um, in keeping with my way of doing things, 6 months ago, we do a back and forth with a new chapter. That's fine. Okay, so 6 months ago. Heather ran. The sounds, gunfire grew. The jungle had the green enveloped her. But only a few steps she collided. She collided with a tree and went down. Scrambling back to her feet, she limped further in, where the further in until she could see the stone pyramid. Okay, so or anyone else. Anything but the journal green. Okay. Rainforest. Anything but the jungle green. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Any way around it. Good. Or was it? She considered. She reached for her phone. It was on the side that she'd struck the tree. But the casing cracked. But the phone still lit up at her touch. Thank God for modern engineering. Thank God for modern. Thought she dialed. She hit the pre-dialed button for an emergency. Preset button to nothing. Just a faint crackle in the air. No tone. Lots of beeps. No dial. No dialing tone. Glance at the screen. Found 0 bars. Well, shit. That wasn't good. A little stick here, and apparently that was enough to run a signal from a relay. They'd had 2 bars coming in, and she'd been tempted. To, oh, I don't know. And she'd been tempted to try to send some images out over the single bar she'd had at the base of the pyramid. But the jungle was thick here. The brown house. Trying to signal from reaching the relay. Okay. She asked herself. What now? Didn't have her pack. She didn't have her pack. Or her samples. The pack she could do without. But the samples, well, the samples could be replaced. Annoying, yeah, but still replaceable. Another expedition. Mattered most was was getting out. So, a hike to the car. Provided it's still there. Not stolen by these, whatever they were. That was a question. And then there was the fact that David consider, as well as what was the guy's name? Obare. Yeah, I know. Look at all my notes. Oh, Obarin. The guy, whatever. Unless he was in on it, then screw him. A long hike. A long hike. was confident could survive long enough in the jungle. It really wasn't all that hard if you were smart. She picked. There were some tricks the locals had taught her. Tricks. The trade when you a botanist. People were always willing to share their knowledge when they knew it might reach 1,000 years. The kinds of plants to eat, the kinds to stay away from, where and how to rig a shelter, even carve a canoe if she still had a machete. The most important thing was not to get caught. So she limped on. Limped on through the brush. Backtracked a little and then made a less noticeable well, though slower walk back eastward. Headed eastward towards the car. But the most important thing, as she skirted the clearing, the gunfire ceased. All right. As she skirted the clearing, the gunfire ceased. Man was yelling in impressive Spanish, hitting all the high notes for threats. Then she heard David yell back in that same tongue. But strained, but his voice, the voice was strained and weak. He'd been shot. His ransom value was diminished. If they were interested in that, he had a number, had insurance for this. They would be well rewarded for their trouble. Okay. It was a lie. Heather knew it was a lie because they'd discussed it privately before heading out. There was no insurance. All they had was a direct number to the American Embassy in Panama. Was a direct, and even that and that meant nothing now. Did it? Heather considered the nearby trees. With her limp, even with her limp, could climb. And climb she did. Up and up, handful by handful, until she was well off the ground. The phone still did not cooperate. It was then that the gangers crept into view. Alright, they'll miss her because she climbed a tree. Also, monkeys around? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And as usual, we'll leave them on a cliffhanger for what happened in the past as far as we get to what's happening now. Right? Meow. All right. With a tap of the key, move the of a button, the elevator zoomed up 30 stories. So quick and silent was it. The exterior view was marvelous. It was like a roller coaster, Daniel thought, as he watched the view go from ordinary to extraordinary. The interior of the hotel giving way to the bright lit expanse of the strip, the big strip. From here he could see crowds, people, a million lights, and a number of zipline enthusiasts. and a number of zipline enthusiasts threading above the bright lit streets. There was the waving cowboy. There was the Bellagio. There was the iconic waving cowboy, 50 feet tall. There was the Bellagio in all its splendor. The twin ships at Mandalay Bay. And ever so many more delights to the eyes. Amazing, said. Didn't have a chance to really see it. I didn't really have a chance to see it. You get used to it. Heather remarked, it becomes gaudy after a while, especially when you go from casino to casino. When you go from casino to casino. Same air conditioning, same place. Oh, we don't need to add air conditioning. Same place, different style. All of a piece. Except for some of the shows. Yeah? The shows are fun. The elevator door slid open behind them. Beside him. The distant lights softened her. Softened her to a sad warmth. Come on, let me show you Botany Bay. He turned and startled. Was like walking into it was like walking into a greenhouse. Plants of all kinds. Stuffed into the entry space to form a cultivated the Beatrix. Beatrix Bay, he repeated as she led him to the door. Okay, for Helena, the botanist and the writer, she said. As they walked into the It was originally the Crassus suite, but that didn't work for me. So they changed things up. Why not another botanist? Why? I don't recall Beatrix. We'll call this Potter. I'll call the Helen Beatrix. Potter. That concluded. Wrote Peter Rabbit. Successful woman of science. That's why they went with the that's why I think she was a botanist, like me, a woman, and they had some writer stuff lying around. They could throw this together. Really impressive effort. I was down winning at blackjack for just 4 hours and came back to see things utterly changed. All right. Oh, and now I need to think about what they're going to talk about when they go in. This was a nice exchange. It's just kind of fun. How she sees the world, how he sees the world. We're getting there. All right, but this is a Splendor. So he likes visuals. Giving way in the blink of an eye. Now you may say, blink of an eye, isn't that cliche? Yeah, so what? All right, cliches exist for a reason. Phrases exist for a reason. use them where they will do the most good. And if people have heard them before, that's fine. They get them then. Just don't overuse them. All right. So anyway, this has been Alan Wrights. I'm still sussing things out as to where they're going to go, what they're going to talk about. If Mrs. Kingsley is going to be up there. I think she is because Heather has been at the gambling thing for a number of hours to satisfy the house. That's one thing you have to do as a high roller. You have to gamble. You must, otherwise you're not a high roller, and they don't want you there. You don't get the comp suite, you don't get the things, and she could get kicked out of this casino as well as some of the others that she had been to, because you win too much and they don't want you there. If that's all you're there for, if you're there to take their money solely and you do it well, they definitely don't want you around. They're there to know that sooner or later the odds are going to get you, and you're going to give them the money. All right, but that's for another time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay safe out there and take care, all right?